And then I was just waiting for the SPY. So again, I just held through this while the SPY held above its 2 levels. Again, if they lost it, I'm out. Like I don't care where I am. If SPY loses this while I'm still up here, I'm out. I'm done. If the SPY loses it while I'm down here, I'm done. What's up? I just finished trading for the day and I'm just gonna do a quick little recap. So I didn't end up trading anything on my watch list. It just didn't set up the way that I was expecting it to. So I'll tell you what I saw this morning. So this morning, I noticed that we in the pre-market were near S3 and also near this daily weekly level that I have drawn, and I'll pull that up real quick. I know there's 1,000 lines and it's very difficult to see, but so yesterday we touched the bottom of this range right here and we bounced on higher volume. So I was thinking today I would feel more comfortable possibly with a little bit of a long play, or let the SPY bounce and then take a rejection later on. And then this morning when we were opening just above this level right here that I had drawn. And I have this range level drawn here. If I go like this and I draw a little bit of a box, it's probably easier to see. So I was thinking we would be playing in between here today, and that's exactly what happened on the SPY. So let's just take these off and take this. Let's go to 15. So if I zoom into the 15-minute chart, this morning the SPY did sell off and we came down, we tested this level that I have. We popped back above it and we're holding above S3. So now we've got basically in my mind, I'm seeing this as 2 areas of support. And that's pretty strong to me when they're pretty close together. So for me to take a short this morning, I didn't want to take it up here just in case the SPY did this. I didn't want to take it here. I would have considered it below here. But because it bounced and held and we're just holding above this, I'm thinking I'm still more interested in a long, at least up to this level that I have here. So, you know, the SPY chopped around a lot today and I ended up having to be stuck in some stuff for a while, but it did end up working out. So like I said, I didn't trade anything on my watch list, but what I did trade, I took a trade on NIO, and I know that everybody's going to see this as averaging down, but I did have a plan. So as long as you have a plan and you're not just like, it's going lower and now I need to add to it, because that's not a plan. That's trading in the moment. But I had a plan. So NIO lost this daily weekly range up here the other day, and it's been trending down. But when we get to the higher time frame charts, there's really no other range that it can really fall to. So when that's happening, I'm more looking for like intraday levels and ranges and playing with the SPY. So I saw yesterday that when we sold off, we had this little bounce here. And today when the SPY was holding above S3 and that daily weekly level, the NIO bounced off of its S3 as well. And so I wanted to play this to the long side rather than playing the SPY, because I feel like I can handle my risk and I can control it a little better with these lower price stocks. So I decided I would give it a go with NIO because it didn't have a big catalyst today. It was most likely going to be following what the market did, and that's pretty much what happened. So I'll just take it to, yeah, this is probably good. Okay. So when I entered into this trade, I knew that there was a bid out here. And I entered into this full well knowing that there was a big bid at, it's actually up here, at 23.50, knowing that there's a chance it could get filled. But what I wanted to do was to tier into this to at least catch the move with some sort of tier size in case it popped without me. So the SPY was holding, I showed you those 2 levels. So we've got, S3 on the SPY and then that daily weekly level on the SPY, and it's holding above it during this entire time. Okay, so when the SPY bounces and it holds above it for the first time, or like within that time frame, I decided to enter here for a long. again, knowing my risk, knowing that it will probably go get that bid at some point, maybe. But if it doesn't, I want to be in it for the pop of the SPY because I'm already thinking the SPY is going to be a long from the bottom of the range to the top of the range for the day. So I entered in once. I added again when you can't really see this level, but there's a little dotted line here. And if I zoom out on NEO, I think if I go to the 30, yeah, this is good. If I go to the 30, there's a little bit of a level here, right? Kind of a cup and handle sort of situation. So I added here, knowing that I've still got this and we're already almost at a full ATR on the day. And yes, we have that bid down there. And I'm honestly not worried about this unless the SPY changes character. So unless the SPY loses S3 and that level on the daily weekly, I'm okay holding this and I feel comfortable holding this. Maybe someone else wouldn't, and maybe they wouldn't go into this 3 times. But I wanted to tier into this because I wasn't sure if the SPY would pop quickly or not. So that's what I did. So I added a second tier, and then once we broke through that 2350 bid, it didn't, like, it moved, right? Like you can see it moved down a little bit lower, but it didn't flush. Like it hit that bid, it took it, and it just kind of hung out there for a little while. And then it slowly went down a little bit while SPY was kind of like doing this, just kind of like bouncing around. But SPY, again, it never broke below and held below those levels. So as this was holding, and it threw in this little, spinning top thing here, and then it did throw a little bit of volume down here. Nothing wild, nothing like wild, but it did throw something, right, with this tiny little candle. So I hit in a third tier here, and then I was just waiting for the SPY. So again, I just held through this while the SPY held above its 2 levels. Again, if they lost it, I'm out. Like I don't care where I am. If SPY loses this while I'm still up here, I'm out. I'm done. If the SPY loses it while I'm down here, I'm done. So I just held through all the chop on the SPY, and then eventually we got this nice push up. So I took a partial at VWAP. I took a little bit more off at VWAP, and then I took a partial as SPY was getting up to the top end of that range that I was telling you about. And then when it was kind of struggling to break that range, I decided to just get all out of this trade. I'd been in it long enough anyways. But yeah, and I can show you, I'll just bring the SPY over here really quick just to kind of reiterate what I saw here. Do this. Yeah. So again, we've got S3 here, we've got this daily weekly level here, and the whole time I'm in NEO, the SPY is doing this, right? But it never lost and broke below this level and held below it. And if you look at it again, you can see that it's just compressing. So at this point, I just have to wait for the SPY to either break this way or that way. And my thesis is, because we've got these levels right here, we're gonna break up and trend to the top of this excuse me, to the top of this range right here. So that was my thesis for the day. And again, I played NEO all the way up to this level on the SPY, and then I just got out. Yeah, so that's basically just using the market as a guide for taking trades on your stock, and knowing when you should or really shouldn't be in a trade, right? Like, yes, I tiered into this, and I went into that fully knowing what my risk was on that. But I went into it knowing that the SPY was holding significant areas of support, and the only way I was going to stay in it was as long as the SPY held those areas of support. So it was very long hanging in here today in all of this stuff, but in all of the chop, but we made it, and I'm happy that I was able to find something to trade at least. So anyways, hope you guys had a good day. Peace.